192 House GOPers vote against emergency baby formula bill. On May 18th, the House of Representatives passed a bill to address the ongoing baby formula shortage that's affecting millions of parents nationwide. The bill allots $28 million in emergency funding to help increase FDA staffing, improve inspections of formula in both domestic and foreign suppliers, combat the proliferation of bootleg formula, and improve data collection. All House Democrats vote, and 12 Republicans voted. Republicans present voted for the bill. However, 192 Republicans voted against it, despite the GOP using the baby formula shortage as one of its leading talking points against the Biden administration in recent days. For example, Washington Representative Kathy McCorris Rogers called the shortage a crisis and a matter of life and death, but joined the majority of her party in voting against the bill. This is not at all surprising. It really seems like everything the Republicans, like they're fake. They're fake. They say one thing and do another. They say that they care about they're pro-life, that they care about human beings, yet on a consistent basis vote against it. They care only about a clump of cells far more than any human being that is living and breathing today. They vote against things that they constantly say are at fault for the Biden administration. And it's amazing how transparent their bullshit is. And yet they continue to do so. With the mass shootings, they say they're not promoting this replacement theory bullshit, yet just after they continue to pump this replacement theory bullshit, they continue to be hired and have no problem speaking in front of white nationalist groups, like white terrorist groups. And it's just so bullshit, and it's just so infuriating to just have to listen to their bullshit. Like, fake people like this in reality are people that I cut out of my life. Like, they don't have to be Republican. I'm talking about people that will say one thing, right? If you listen to the words that they say the thing everybody wants to hear, or they say the thing that people will agree with, but then they do a completely other thing, right? Like, whether it's in politics or whether it's people in, like, real life who, like, say they want to do something. I really care about my children. I wish I could spend more time with my children. And then in the reality is they take every excuse not to spend time with their children. It is infuriating, and it is disgusting. And to see it so blatant, these people that, like, vote against, like, there's similar things where they always have an excuse not to do something. They always have an excuse, and it's disgusting. It's bullshit. It's transparent, and it's like the reason why there's a baby formula shortage is because these goddamn corporations and their just inability to make quality products. It's like it's disgusting, and it's sad that we live in a country that is clearly run by corporate greed. Like, you look at everything involved, they try to say it's inflation, but meanwhile, all of these corporations are recording record profits. It is the most hypocritical bullshit on a scale that is so massive and just destroying the livelihoods of so many people. So yeah, like, anybody that votes for a Republican, they're voting for this bullshit. They can make whatever excuse they want. They're voting for taking away rights of women. They're voting for attacking minorities of this country, minorities of any kind of group. Whatever kind of target they can put on a small group of people to point at, to make them the villains, they will do it in order to get their way. Anyway, I like it's just so mind-blowing how many people just like justify voting for these Republicans. They're just such in denial. They're just so brainwashed and consume so much propaganda that they're just so detached from reality, the reality of what's going on. Like they're obsessed with like conspiracy theories. Meanwhile, like the Republican Party is conspiring to destroy democracy in every way, right in front of their faces. But they're distracted with these like fabricated realities of like flat Earth, of like Trump, the stolen election, of all these bullshit things that make their bullshit like delusional realities make sense. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on YouTube and everywhere our podcasts are found. Binge the full week over at inspireddisorder.com/plus. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. And follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!
Today is the day where you wake up and you realize that everything that you've been dreaming about, everything that you've been wanting, every goal and wish and hope that you've ever had can become real. Dreams can come true. What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.